Hello everybody, welcome back on my channel and to XP11 version 3. Today we're back in our fourth Switzerland tour, and today we're in the Baron 58, the default aircraft. Yeah, I wanted to fly a bit the default aircraft for once. They're pretty good, yeah, I really like them. I think it's worth giving them a few flights. So today's flight will be from here, Zurich, to St Gallen. The east of the Switzerland is at the total edge, so I think it won't be a very long flight, like 41 nautical miles. And this plane is pretty fast in addition, so it will be pretty cool. So let's jump in the cockpit, my friends. We can start this bird. Alright, we can close those doors. And behind also. Perfect. Alright, let's start this bird. So firstly, if I remember well, I have to start the battery and the avionic master. I mean, as in every aircraft. And we can set our flight plan. Here, I'm just gonna watch on Sky Vector. So it's LSZH to LSZR. We can enter this. I'm just gonna watch if there is any VOR or something. No, there isn't. Alright, so we can go in FPL, flight plan, and delete all of this. Perfect. LSZH, and here LS Z R. Yeah, R. That's what I said. There you go. And enter this. So let's see how it looks. We can unzoom a bit. Beautiful. Perfect. So without further ado, we can. So I repeat it again and again, but I'm not going to use the ATC. You know why. Okay, we can put some lights here. Beacon and strobes. Taxi. Do we need a panel light? No, we don't need. It's there is the tail light. Those are the landing gears. Taxi, panel, float. We don't need that. Ice lights. Didn't know it exists. Alright, I think we can start the engines. Firstly, we can turn on the two alternators. What is the prop sync? I don't know. Well, that's not a problem. Here, what else can we do? Where are the fuel pumps? There are here. Alright, we can start the left engine firstly. We can introduce some fuel. Full forward. Fuel propeller are full forward. I'm just gonna adjust a bit the throttle here, and we can set the prime, the magnitudes to start. Great. I'm just gonna turn the sound a bit higher to let you hear this. Alright, so we can do exactly the same thing with the right engine. Fuel pump. There is a mixture, a bit of thrust here, and let's start this. Alright, so we don't need those fuel pumps anymore. I didn't know if you realized, but I've much more FPS right now because I turned the I turned the quality of the reflection to low. I think I read it in the forum that it gives you much more FPS, and that's really cool. I mean, much more, a bit more. But I remember in the last fight that was really terrible. I had a crazy loss in FPS. but right now it's much better, so I think it will be pretty good. Alright, so guys, what is left? I'm just going to do a quick checklist. Battery on, alternators on, avionic master on, prop sync, I have no idea what it is. Payload heat, we don't need that. It's all icing. To buff here. Speak on nav is for later. Taxi, we can turn it on. Heater blower. We are pretty much ready to go. So it's default, so there aren't many systems modulate here, so we don't have to do a lot of things. I think we can put our squawk codes to XP11, I think it's default. So we're gonna let it like this. It's on standby here. You can put it to XPDR. Alright, and we're gonna taxi. I'm just gonna look on the map what taxi to take. I'm just gonna show you what flight we're going to do. So we're here in Zurich, pretty big airport, the biggest in Switzerland, and there is St Gallen, a pretty small. No, it's not that small. It's not. There is an asphalt runway, so it's not some grass. Here is a grass runway, I think. It's pretty big, yeah, and it will be a pretty fun approach also. Here, above this lake, the Constance Lake. Yeah, it will be really fun. Alright, so we're here at the edge of the airport, and I think we have no winds today. Oh, I forgot to set the sounds, but that's not a problem. We had enough in the last flight. So we're gonna take off in this direction, this runway, and then we're gonna do a left-hand side turn and fly towards our destination. So, I'm just gonna watch. We're gonna take this taxi and just go here. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Taxi lights. I'm gonna let all the lights for later. Sorry. I can already set the flaps. Where is the trim? I can set the trim also. It's set to 0. We can put to 3 for takeoff. I think it's yeah. You know what? I'm already going to put landing lights and nav lights. So we're ready to go. Is this set correctly? Oh, the quality of this thing is not crazy, but you know, it's default, we know it. I think, yeah, it's good. It's good. Perfect. Alright, let's go, guys. Let's do this. We can put the yoke here and we can release the parking brake, and we can add a little bit of thrust and align to the runway. It will be fun, my friends. So I don't have any add-on here in Zurich, so I don't know if the taxi lines are really correct. Here I'm just rolling on the road. Why not? I still have a lot of loss in FPS. That's not really cool, but still a bit better than before. And I still have the number of objects to maximum. I really wanted to keep that to max because it's one of the most important settings, I think. Here we can hold short here and brake. Come on. Alright. Takeoff checklist. As your alternator. Prop sync, I don't know what it means. Magneto set to buff. Both are set to buff. Nav lights, nice. Taxi landing. Great. Fuel pumps off. I think we don't need those. Propeller to full forward. Mixture to full forward. Flaps to APR. Don't know what it means. To takeoff, I think. And trim is set to takeoff also. That's what is this? Oh, those are the flaps. Engine cool flap control. Engine right cool. Okay, I didn't know it. Great. I can set the parking brake. And is this aircraft waiting for me? Yeah, I think so. So we're gonna do a quick takeoff. We don't wanna let him wait too much. We're gonna do a rolling takeoff. Alright. Here we are, we can align. And full power. We're gonna watch for the speed. We can rotate very gently. Very gently. There we go. Oops. I think I trimmed a bit too much. Way too much actually. We can put the flaps up. I can remove my taxi lights. Alright, so we're not going very fast. We can go a bit harder on the vertical speed. This aircraft can handle it easy. So it's a weird feeling because we're pretty low on the cockpit, so I think we have a very high pitch, but actually that's not the case. So I don't know if we can if I can, let me just censor this. Yeah, it's a bit better right now. So I'm gonna do the left hand side turn manually. I don't need the autopilot for it. So we wanna fly to east, more or less, I think. 120 knots. Well, we're pretty good. I don't want to lose that vertical speed, please. Let's trim up a bit. Let's take a look at the outside. Gorgeous. So we're gonna go at 6,000 feet, as usual. So right now it's pretty early in the morning. I think it's like 8 or 9 AM. Gorgeous. Geez, this aircraft don't want to go up. It's crazy. Pretty much good. Alright, so we can start the autopilot. One minute. Here's the autopilot. We can set nav. Great. We can also put is the vertical speed on? Don't know it. Up. Oh yeah, that's the electrical trim. Yeah, we're good like that. Maybe not that much because we're losing a bit of speed. That's not good. We're gonna keep at least 100 knots. We're gonna add a bit of thrust. I don't want to get below 100 knots because it might be dangerous. I'm gonna zoom in a bit. So yeah, normally the aircraft wanna reach our way here, and then it will turn automatically towards the destination. I think so. I hope so. So now I think we can afford an external view, guys. Come on, what are you doing, dude? Why are you turning? Excuse me. I don't know where he's going. Is he going towards here? No, he's not actually. You know what? That's oh, Jesus Christ. Actually, it's totally the opposite way. We're gonna turn off the nav and set the heading. Normally it will turn. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not very professional with the autopilot here. Jesus. I still have a lot to learn with those aircrafts. Sometimes the autopilot gets a bit crazy. I don't know what he was following. This. So I think we should 1 minute. I'm just gonna zoom out a bit to see if we're going well. Where do we have to go? I think it's exactly at the east. Totally at the east. Yeah, like that. Pretty good. I'm just gonna calm down with the vertical speed because I don't get a lot of speed here. We still have got time to reach 6,000 feet. It's not a rush. I think I'm confused with it. It was like this way we were supposed to do. But you know what? I'm just gonna fly with the heading autopilot and not with the nav, because I don't know what he's going to do. We're pretty good with the speed. I'm just gonna watch for the temperatures. Pressure looks good in the green. RPM, I think we can go even less. Fuel flow, perfect in the green. I mean, you will say it's easy to be in the green, it's all in green. Temperatures are in the green, perfect. And here, what is this? I don't know. Then all temperature and pressure are both in the green, perfect, looking good. Perfect guys, that's cool. I just have a doubt, are we supposed to turn off the landing lights with some small J aircraft like this one? I think we were supposed to leave it the entire flight. I think so. It's only with some bigger aircraft when you go above 10,000 feet that you're supposed to turn it off. I think so, I'm not sure. A friend told me this. I guess I believe him. So, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm gonna do a national view. Don't crash. Okay. I'm just gonna cut sound a bit down. Here I'm looking for a thumbnail for the video, you know, when I do an upside view like this one. this way it's cool, yeah. Maybe a bit like this. Pretty good. Let's do a flyby view. Nice. So my FPS are not crazy, I know. Oh, we're reaching 6,000 feet very soon. So I'm just gonna reduce the vertical speed. I don't want to reach it too fast. You see, the cockpit is very high, or my head is very low, I don't know, so it's totally above the horizon, so it gives me this feeling of having a high pitch. And actually it's not the case. Look at the vertical speed, only 200 feet per minute. And with this angle it's really difficult to know if we're climbing or descending, you know. It's really confusing. Okay, I can put the vertical speed to just one to 0. Not that much. Yeah, 0 more or less. We do have an altitude holder here. Perfect. Beautiful. So what city is this? I'm just gonna look. Is this still Zurich? No, it's not. It's really not. So let's look at the landscape. I really like this texture. It's all Ortho4xp. So amazing. I mean, when you go very close to the ground, it's not crazy. But at this altitude, only at 6,000 feet, it's gorgeous. I think the zoom level 17 was really worth it. Because if you fly some bigger liners, you will be at 40,000 feet and you won't need those 70. This zoom level 70. I think 16 is good enough. But when you fly some G aircraft, you really need this zoom level 17 because you get a lot closer to the ground. Or what you can do when you fly your liners is that you just you can do some customized zoom levels. For example, you can choose that a zone around an airport is at zoom level 19 maximum, and a bit further it's only 16, I don't know. So when you will approach, it will be a better quality, but when you will fly over it, you won't need any useless space for or storage for this whole memory that it requires. Because yeah, Ortho4xp is really heavy, if I hadn't told you yet. I think those mountains are Ortho4xp also. Yeah. I wasn't sure. So we're going pretty fast. I think we even... Yeah, I don't wanna lose our... What is the direction? I'm not quite sure. I think it's even a bit more to the left. Yeah, it's a bit like... With this we're okay, I think. But I don't know with what this yellow bar is aligned. It's weird because we're totally aligned with the nav line, but this bar, I don't know. It make us like we were too much on the right, but that's not the case. Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know. I don't know. there was one thing that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, I've done a lot of videos in X-Plane recently because you know, sometimes I prefer playing in X-Plane and sometimes in DCS. It's like a period, you know. This last period I preferred playing in X-Plane. I don't know why, just preferred it. But I think I will change my mind very soon because the Tomcat, the DCS F14 Tomcat by Hitler Simulation, will go out next Wednesday. So I'm doing 100% a video of review of this aircraft, a pretty long video, and yeah, really can't wait. I think I've been waiting for this aircraft during like 2 years. No, maybe not that much, but at least 1 year. The whole DCS community has been waiting for it, and it's crazy. I saw the recent videos on the F14, and it's such a good quality aircraft. It's insane. I think it's the most awaited add-on in the whole simulation industry, and actually the most realistic one in the details and in the systems and everything. It's amazing how Hitler put their love into it. You can really see how every little joint or every little part of the seat is so freaking amazing. It has a lot of details. It's insane. Yeah, I really can't wait this to be out, and I'm gonna do a whole series of video on it. I think the first one will be just a review in which I will test the flight characteristic, and then I will do, I don't know, some bumping, dogfighting, landing, sky landing, combat, and everything you can do with an aircraft. It will be cool. Alright guys, I'm just gonna look for our... We did at least half the way we had to. So I don't know where we will start our descent. Very soon, I think. 6,000 feet. So we. What is our distance feet? 17 nautical miles. I'm not very good in math, but I think around here we will have to descend. And you know what, guys? We don't have any wind, but still I want to do a pattern approach. It's so more fun, you know. Even without wind, it's... I think I'll like do a vertical here. Let me just zoom in. I'll do a vertical here, then turn right, do a downwind, turn to base, short final, and land on this asphalt runway because this one is a bit too short. And then I will taxi somewhere like here. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I really like doing those short finals approach. It's so fun. I mean, if I have the choice, I'll do it. You know, it's like doing the runway 26 approach in Innsbruck. It's not worth it. If you go here, you're going for the 08, the most famous one, of course. It's so much more fun. So the 08 is the approach, the most known, if you didn't know it. Do we have visual on the airport? Yes, we do. So that's the airport, that's the asphalt runway. So I think we can already start our descent. I'm gonna turn off the altitude and descend on our vertical speed. I think 500 feet per minute is good enough. Guys, I don't know if you watch the whole thing, but if you listen to me right now, do we have to let the propellers to full forward during the whole flight, or do we have to put it back a bit? I don't remember. I remember that we're supposed to leave it to full forward for takeoff, and landings, but during the flight I don't remember. I don't know if it's more efficient, but actually I think it's more efficient if you put it full forward, because you don't have to put more thrust to go at the same speed, you know? I don't know if you follow me, but you know what I mean. Okay. Let's do a bit of outside views. This could be a thumbnail, I think. I don't know if you can see, but there's a lot of clouds on the Ortho photos. Ortho4xp, and that's really annoying because it's not cool. It doesn't look good. It's ugly actually. I think we can go very faster with the vertical speed because we're still very high. So you know what? I'm gonna reduce my throttle, and we can go like 1,000 feet per minute. Not that much. Alright. I'm just gonna look. I don't really know well this aircraft, so I'm just discovering it with you. Please come. So, as we will reach the airport, I think I will. Oh, what is this? 10,000 feet. Yeah, I was afraid because it could have hit at us. You know, without ATC it's a bit more dangerous. So, very soon, I don't know what I'm going to do. Am I going to do the downwind here or here? That's the question. What is here? There's a hill. It might be a bit more dangerous if I do here. You know what I'm gonna do here on the left-hand side, because I will have more time and space to reduce my altitude because I'm still very high. What is the runway direction? I'm gonna have this one, so it's 28 left. This one. So I'm gonna put this yellow bar on runway 28 to be sure to align well. There you go. At least it has one function. But I don't really know how to use it with the nav. I don't know, it didn't work with me. Not cool. So what's the runway altitude? I think I was a bit late with this. 1300, so we want to be at 2,300, sorry. We will be very soon. You know what, I'm gonna do altitude hold here. Oh, come down, come down. I didn't say climb, I said altitude. Oh, he wanted to reach an altitude when I put it. Alright, so I can go a bit more to the left. I don't want to get too close off the runway. Even more if there is someone taking off. No, there's nobody, just us. Perfect. Alright guys, we can reduce our speed. We can put running lights are already on, so we can put our taxi lights. Everything is looking good. Fuel pumps, we don't need that for landing, just for start, I think. So I'm gonna turn the autopilot off very soon. I can still descend a bit because we look pretty high. Here we're pretty much at the good distance, so we can align here on downwind. Oh, it's gorgeous. An airport just next to a sea. Beautiful. It must be a beautiful approach in real life. Alright, I'm gonna take the control of the airplane very soon to turn to base. I don't want to do it with the autopilot. Alright guys, I can totally cut the power and drop the gear very soon. So let's go. Gear down. Flaps 1, and you know what? Autopilot off. My airplane. Alright, we can see the runway, and I'm gonna wait to be in base to put our second notch of flaps. I don't want to get below 100 knots. It might be dangerous. So it's a pretty heavy airplane. More than I thought, actually. Let's look for... we look very low. You know what, I'm gonna put my second flaps right now. Okay, landing checklist flaps full, gear down, landing lights on, we can put the yoke, and we're looking pretty good. So it will be a very short final, guys. Even more fun. So we're very low, but that's not really a problem. I can add a bit of thrust here. Alright, we can align right now. We're not that low, we're okay on the glides. Those puppy lights are broken, I think. I'm just gonna put the view like this. Alright. I'm just gonna... So, let's butter the bread, as usual. It's not easy with this aircraft. I'll try to be below 100 feet per minute. Okay, let's go. Cut the power, nose up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was horrible. What do I say? This aircraft is such difficult to flare. Actually, when you cut the power, it falls like a brick. I should have came more fast. Actually, I was too slow on the landing. No, that wasn't a good approach. That wasn't a good landing. But we're down unsafe, so that's important. We can put the flaps up. Alright guys, the last times I forgot to do the replay. Oh, so 300 feet per minute. Oh my gosh. Are you okay behind? You don't have your neck broken? Oh, I'm not proud of myself this time. It was terrible, but we won't care. A good landing is not a smooth landing, but a landing you can walk away from. Alright, we can park next to those GA aircraft here. Pretty gorgeous here. I don't have an add-on either, but come on, car. What are you doing on the taxi? Let me go. Alright, so I'm gonna just park next to this Beechcraft. Come on, go ahead. No, just don't bother. It's pretty good. It stops when you go in his way. So we won't pay attention to this car and to this plane either. And you know what? I'm just gonna park like this way on the yellow line. Right. And we can brake. Great. I can put the parking brake, and we can shut off these birds. Firstly, flaps are up. We can turn off our nav lights. This is for the end normally, as well as the taxi and landing lights. Yeah, I can turn off the right engine as well as the left engine. Great, so we can turn off the alternators. What is left here? This is for the end. Fuel pumps are off. I can turn off the avionic master, and finally the battery and the beacon and strobe lights. What's left here? Parking brake is set. Everything is set to off. Great. I can put the mixture to off also. This stays to full forward normally. This is off. Parking brake. Alright. Guys, I think we're ready to go. We can just open those doors. No, you know what? I'm just not going to do it because this time I'm going to do a replay. I haven't done it for a pretty long time. But this time I'm going to go ahead and do it. Alright guys, first I'm going to do the replay. Alt R. Even before. You know what, I'm just going to... Okay. So we were really low. Look at this. Well, that was not good. That wasn't a good approach. And actually, we were just gonna. Right. We were, in addition, we were too close of the runway during the downwind because I didn't have the time to do a proper base. I immediately turned to final. Actually, it was a very tight turn. No, that wasn't good at all, but we'll see with the landing. I think I was on the center line, at least. Just gonna remove this. This could be a thumbnail also. Alright guys. Leave this view like this. We don't look that much low on the glide, so I think this happy light are broken, that's all. But we were good on the center line, and look what happened. I cut the throttle and we fold like a brick. Well, guys, at least it was on the center line and not far off the touchdown zone. So it wasn't that bad, but just a bit hard. But yeah, still it was a good landing. This was a pretty good landing. So I'm gonna do again another replay from the tower view, sorry. What is the tower view? That's not the tower view. Little flyby view here. There is a tower view. So I'm gonna zoom in a bit, and this view is not bad to see how you actually land it, because when you see from the side, it's not you don't see very well. But here, I think, but we don't have any sound. That's the problem. Well, let's take a look at this. And ouch, ouch, that was terrible. That was terrible. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you like this. Alt R. Alright guys, so I'm gonna leave you like this. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't hesitate to put a like, subscribe, and share to your friend, as usual. So I'm gonna see you all very soon. Normally this weekend, but normally next week I'm gonna do a TCS F14 review, so stay tuned guys. Bye bye.